There is growing intrigue tonight over a top Russian general who has gone missing. Documents that were exclusively shared with CNN suggest that General Sergei Surovikin was actually a secret VIP member of the Wagner Group, which, of course, as we now know, led the mutiny against Putin over the weekend. But it also turns out that he was not the only one. The Russian Investigative Dossier Center, which obtained these documents that were then provided to CNN, found that at least 30 other senior Russian military members were also listed as VIPs in the group. That's certainly an unsettling prospect for the Russian leader, who is often quite suspicious and has been on a rather bizarre and very clearly choreographed PR tour in recent days. Just today, Putin was seen drawing this SpongeBob-like, SquarePants-like character on a whiteboard, complete with ears and hair. The crowd behind him waited in silence and then tepidly applauded as he signed his work. Bizarre moment there. Joining me now, Alina Polyakova, the president and CEO of the Center for European Policy Analysis. Thank you for joining us tonight. I wonder what you make of the way that Putin has been handling the fallout of this mutiny, doing these strange things, coming out in public in these very choreographed settings, as we are learning that dozens of top Russian officials were secret Wagner members.
Well, we're seeing a narrative that the Kremlin wants to portray of Putin as someone who's back in control. He's loved and supported by his people. He's the strong man again. He has made very loud accusations again against Yevgeny Prigozhin, the leader of Wagner, calling him a traitor. But of course, bizarrely, Prigozhin remains alive in Belarus. And the recent arrest of a key Russian general, Surovikin, I think signals that the Kremlin is looking for a fall guy here, someone to blame for what happened. But unfortunately, I don't think it's working for them. I don't think they're really getting the narrative back. It all looks a little too contrived.
Yeah, you mentioned Prigozhin, and as we were on air last Friday when this was first happening, Friday night here in the U.S., most Russia watchers, I think, expected there to be serious retribution for him. I mean, there are people who speak out on a lot less, on social media in Russia and are thrown in prison for a lot longer. He obviously has a pretty large target on his back. So what do you make of the fact that he's still alive tonight, hiding out in Belarus?
Well, truly, there's a lot we still don't know about the events that happened. But the fact that Prigozhin is still alive is really what undermines this narrative that the Kremlin is trying to spin of Putin as the strong leader, because Prigozhin still being there, supposedly in Belarus, really shows that he's actually quite weak. I'm shocked, frankly, and so are most Russian experts that they haven't taken him out after Putin called him a traitor publicly multiple times. And I think this is a real sign of a quite significant regime fragility that we don't usually see in the public domain in Russia.
Yeah, it's quite fascinating to watch it all play out and to see where it goes. Alina Polyakova, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you.